Welcome everyone to another video. I'm the BattleBots reviewer, and this week we're talking about BattleBots Pro League Episode 1 and previewing Episode 2. As you can see, I didn't have the best week 1 with predicting the three matchups. Death Roll, Golden Fury was the first one. Golden Fury really impressive, low to the ground, was able to facilitate after the weapon went down, which is something a lot of newer bots aren't able to do. So that was very impressive. Huge Hypershock went about as expected, and Endgame taken down by Malice. Of course, that being the week 1 highlight upset. Malice, a bot that is generally not super good, and even after getting a very lucky hit to disable Endgame's weapon on the first engagement, they were still getting outdriven, outcontrolled the majority of the fight, and ended up getting another fortunate hit to flip Endgame. So 2 fortunate hits to take down a former world champ is a big win, though. I mean, in a format like this, that first win so important. It'll be tough for Endgame to bounce back around, but I'm fairly confident they'll be able to do so. I do not see Malice going 3-0 in their pool, which means Endgame will have the chance to try and come back around, but with the tiebreaker, you never know. Other than that, I'll definitely have an eye on Golden Fury, a bot we didn't know much about, to see how they can do. And Huge got a win over Hypershock, which before the tournament I said was one of the couple bots that I thought could beat Huge. I did not pick them to do so, but what was one of the ones that could come up with an idea. They did. It was terrible. They got absolutely crushed. So Huge gets that win. All right, 1-2, not the best first week, but let's take a look at episode 2. So in episode number 2, we'll have Jackpot taking on Copperhead, Manta will face Scorpios, and Mad Catter against Tombstone. I think these are all very interesting matchups. Let's start with Jackpot versus Copperhead. This one, I think, is a real coin flip. At the end of episode 1, you kind of got a little bit of a sneak peek that it sounded like Copperhead wasn't doing too well and that they had lost their weapon. We also found out as well that Copperhead has a new driver, young driver. Sometimes those kids are really good on the sticks, and other times they're not so much. So I don't know. I think it's still a very close, very competitive fight. I think I would rather have Jackpot as my selection, though, for this matchup. Moving on, we'll have Manta taking on Scorpius. Scorpius versus Manta. This should be a matchup that Scorpius should win. Their bot is designed to beat a bot like Manta. And we don't know much about Manta at this point, but they're supposed to be pretty solid. However, I have no faith in Scorpius to consistently win this kind of fight. The way that the front jumps up, the lack of any real power in the hammer compared to their counterpart in Sawblaze. I'm going to take the new bot in Manta to get a big first win, keeping that trend of new bots doing well. Last match will be Mad Catter against Tombstone, and this is a one I'm really looking forward to out of this 3. Tombstone, obviously the legend of the sport. However, I think the game has really passed them on in recent years. The bots are just faster, better armored, right? That bombshell fight from years back when they pulled off the 16-1 upset to take down Tombstone has really showed that big wedge plus vertical disc spinner can beat Tombstone pretty easily. And you combine that with the speed that the bots have nowadays, I think very few bots are better at it than Mad Catter. I expect this to be a fight that will start right away. Mad Catter will be already across the box, be on Tombstone the entire time, absorb the first hit, and do some real damage. So as much as I anticipate this fight and think it might be cool, I think Mad Catter's just got the armor to absorb the hit and the weapon to deal it back. So I will take Mad Catter. So we're actually going all 3 bots in the blue for episode number 2. Make your picks down in the comments below. Let me know what your thoughts are so far on BattleBots Pro League. We'll come back next week to talk about episode number 3. This has been the BattleBots Reviewer. Like and subscribe for more.